Greetings, fellow Terrans. Professor McKee here with our part 2 for the India opener. Last episode in this mini-series we successfully set up. We have a great chance at gaining control of control points in India, and in this one we are going to continue this by, well, taking control. It's going to be a very early India because Liang here was a very lucky counselor for this purpose. So I'm trying to get our first point here with her. Hopefully we succeed. Franklin is grabbing Israel. This is sort of my third choice for a country to build boost in. Israel's not bad for it. And Academy snuck in Singapore. Taiwan is taken, so I'm a little squeezed on who to choose, but Israel's not a bad choice. And I'm taking the last point in Bangladesh to make it a little bit easier on Liang. And then Reprojet here is taking one of the micronations. It'll get me a little bit of extra research. Some of these things are not really necessary to actually get a hold on India, but in a full playthrough, these are things you would want to be doing. So let's roll time and see if we succeed.
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would bring a golden age of advancement and prosperity for all mankind.
Okay, so we are now unfinished. Because my research is kind of low, I didn't win it. Protectorate won it. They chose advanced carbon manipulation. For now, I'm just going to put most things into alien signatures, as well as push tech everywhere else, while I wait for that very important clandestine cells to unlock. All right, it unlocked. And clandestine cells, because it gets you your 5th counselor, you always want to rush that as fast as possible, so I'm doing that. We get crackdown in Israel. Oh dear. That is bad. I don't want to lose Israel too. For now, I'll just switch to economy welfare, because unity won't help me anymore now that it's cracked down.
Our presence is growing.
Okay, micronation, we took control. Push unity until we get full.
We failed to take control.
And of course you failed, of course. We do have Bangladesh, so this is going to move up 3%. Not nothing, though.
We still lack support.
And she failed. We're going to keep rolling, though, because a 64% chance is a great roll. The advisory team. This is a small bonus to our different national priorities. They're not. This is not a very important choice, given that I'm going to be forced to build a lot of boosts because I don't have United States or China, which have quite a bit of pre-existing boosts now. I'm actually going to go with this one. It doesn't really matter though, because this is more of a long-term choice. But in case you're trying to do this yourself, that's my reasoning. Okay, internal coup. I really don't care. Go ahead, coup it. It won't hurt me that much. Let's see. I'm actually going to run some public campaigns. I really don't want to get purged out, and this will help protect it. Valerie can't public campaign, so instead she's going to try and grab a point. Reproject. Also,
Bringing them on board.
Let's try to grab Israel there too. And try again. And the reason I'm running that public campaign is that the higher your public opinion is, the more defense you have against things like purges. And if anyone's trying to purge you, their public support gives them a higher attack on the purge too. So it's a double bone. And initiative stole it. They have a lot of public opinion. That's why they got in. Okay, very annoying. I keep losing great or decent places to build boost. Okay, Australia is... I'm probably going to switch to Australia then, and maybe just abandon Israel.
We got our people in place.
Critical success. I will see... let's do like economy welfare for now.
We are taking over.
Yeah, of course. We grab those spots, but because they purged us out of one and they have really strong public opinion, it's going to be hard to purge them out because they have, they have 37% per support. That's going to give them a lot of defense, even if they don't slap a defend interest on it, which they might. And control nation, India failed by 1% on that roll. Painful, but that's what it is. Okay, I think Revijet had our best purge. Not that it's very good. And yeah, we're not going to be able to do it. Shifting public support would help us there, but
Ready for my mission.
I think we're just going to switch and start going for a different country, which is also quite good for control for this purpose. You're not going to be any use there.
Standing by for orders.
So just Franklin and
Bringing them on board.
Valerie.
Your orders?
Yeah, protected already have New Zealand. And we're going to go back to grabbing a little micronation like Comoros, less than 1. Decent choice. And because it's so small, even the
We'll bring this nation to our
technocrat
side.
should be able to control them. And we try again. Oh, well, I should have checked the orgs. This is research org.
Teaches that in the creation of heaven and earth, a wise people may find the sign.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is research org, which would help. This is a really nice org. Help gives me one persuasion, so I'm gonna hopefully get that next mission phase or so when I have enough money. Not that we
We've
really
been
need help
significant support.
to take any points in India. Okay, we grab that one.
Our supporters are in play.
Have a point in Australia. Let's just push Unity for now so we can defend it.
Our supporters are in place.
We were unable to establish control.
And we fail once again. India, this is bad luck. But that's okay. We'll get it eventually. Yeah, they did defend it. This is... I'm not going to be able to hold it. I'll just push welfare and environment.
Your orders?
And assume I'll lose control at some point. Okay, Valerie, are you better than him? No, your guys are the same.
Taking control.
And we're a little bit short of purchasing Harper, so we're not going to purchase it. Let's give Valerie admin. Give him persuasion, I guess.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, his chances are still really low. I might as well not bother.
Bringing them to our side.
Ready for orders.
She'll be fine there. I'm going to do public campaign
Ready for my mission.
with Franklin to try and defend Australia. Then there's probably room for another one. The St. Charles is just over 1. It'll be a decent choice.
Establishing control.
For science as well.
It has always been true.
Okay, I'm in Exodus. And yeah, someone's finished. Well, someone's about to finish my watch.
The trick is not to look directly at what you're trying to
Advanced
see.
electromagnetism, okay.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
And yeah, someone cracked him down. That's the initiative, definitely, because otherwise, who would have bothered? I don't know. I don't think you can even target unless you have a point yourself. But yeah, they're gonna steal us out. That's fine. We have a different
We've
source
got
for
our
boost.
people in place.
Arguably, Australia might be better than Israel.
We still lack support.
We failed to take control.
Wow, another really tight roll there. We were just really struggling to get the first point. It'll be a little easier, I think, because we can purchase that. So Liang is going to get an extra point in persuasion. Oops.
Ready to go.
Let's reset this up.
Taking control.
I'll use all the influence.
Acknowledged.
I really want to try to get that. And I guess I can keep going with these countries. So Cabo Verde.
We'll be running this place in no time.
We believe we can join the...
Yeah, I don't. It's going to be tough, Academy.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, Valerie should succeed. And yeah, they purged us out from the executive.
Our supporters are in place.
We've gained significant support.
And there we go. Cartels us even. So I'll keep pushing Unity just a little bit longer.
Our supporters are in place.
And we finally got a good roll for India. That would have worked even if we hadn't pushed it up to
Wrapping up here.
72%. So I'm going to put Unity. I really want to get high public opinion. That'll make my future rolls easier. At this point, I could even take points in Pakistan from, because what happens is if you control a point in here, the rivalry doesn't actually matter anymore. Has surveil nation? Yeah, but I don't care about that.
We'll bring this nation to
Another
our
70%
side.
shot.
Ready to go.
Valerie, not even close. She can't really stabilize well either.
We'll turn down the heat.
Let's just go stabilize
I'm
there. I
here.
don't want to spend influence because I'm pretty tight on influence right now. And unfortunately, Reapers, I don't want to spend the influence for advise, which is what she would kind of often be doing. And I don't have anything I really want to purge. Well, actually, I do. Polynesian states. Except her espionage is so bad that it wouldn't matter. Okay. She's just going to have a little vacation in Australia while we continue to pick up points. Actually,
Ready to
Franklin,
go.
how about you switch?
We'll make our
I would love to take this from them because it's so cheap, and it does actually give you a decent amount of science for how cheap it is. All right, another rule at India. I thought I had be
Initiating deep cover.
much farther in progression in progression for taking India by now, but
Public
just very bad luck.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Keep going.
Things are cooling off.
That's That's not very impressive decrease, but okay.
Our presence is growing.
Nice. Okay.
Cleaning things up.
Keep pushing public support. And we have an army. Most of India's armies are not actually, or a couple of them are not in their home region. Because they're not in their home region, they're costing you an extra investment point, and India needs all the investment points you can get. So you don't need to have an army sitting up here in case like Pakistan and China decide to get frisky with us. Send it home. Save the IP. All right, Liang. Another 71%. Another 71% shot here. Not horrifically bad, but I'm going to save the money for something better.
Ready.
Actually, Valerie's a little bit better at purging.
Going
Okay.
after their
Let's
people.
do a crackdown purge combo.
Terminating the opposition.
They are not life forms.
They are here to
Yes, yes, yes. More factions.
We've moved the needle.
My critical success, but only 3% gain. That's not great.
We've hit them where it hurts.
But we successfully did the crackdown, which means our Repaget's attempt is going to be, yeah, really high.
We've gained significant support.
Okay, we have next point for India, so just 2 more.
We have removed some threats.
And we're way over our cap now.
Cleaning things up.
Let's shift public opinion. Because we're over the cap, probably going to first abandon Israel. We're not going to really use that country anymore. And this country is also deployed away from home. And we don't need to worry about China invading us. We will have plenty of time to resist if we need to. All right, yeah, we're overstretched. So we're going to abandon Israel. Don't need it. And I'm down to 210. 10 over is not going to be that bad. So I'm not going to stop that. Repaget, let's give you admin, I guess. Liang will go for the next point.
Establishing control.
I'm here.
Where to?
Valerie will
Reporting
investigate
in.
because we might as
At your
well.
service.
And
All the way to
can I
the
still
target
want? I need
site.
to save that
What's
influence.
the op?
So Repaget will go back to having a vacation in
Going
Australia.
into hiding.
And once I take the next point in India, I'm going to be dumping some of the bordering countries because those are the only countries I can afford to drop and actually get meaningful reduction in my control point capacity. Bangladesh is probably the most useful one to drop. It's worth a lot. And it's only 3 points. Worth a lot more than, say, the 2 Nepal points or even the 2 Myanmar points.
Going silent.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, we're not getting our IP back.
We
You
found
can see that
something.
green arrow went up.
We still lack support.
Okay, bad roll there. And we have clandestine cells. Gonna switch back to alien signatures as that's kind of advancing the story tech. Let's check out our potential counselors. As a reminder, we have some decent persuasion people here. We have a pretty good investigation. We have weird bug where this is still displaying. There we go. So Valerie's going to be an excellent for investigation. She's got crackdown, investigate, and detain. Reepajit is going to be basically a advise mostly, assuming she sticks around. And since she has bonus to social science, you would probably want to keep her. That helps a lot. So a espionage would be pretty good, like this operative, although he's a pariah in India, which might be less than ideal. Hacker is also going to be someone with good espionage, but no purge or assassinate. A spy from the United States is, I mean, he's loss averse, which you'd need to remove because you're going to lose a lot of stations and stuff over time. You can't go in nations that are really high unrest, which is also a problem. So he's not actually that great. And yeah, the other thing we might want to have is someone who's good at command. And this person is a doctor, which is one of the worst science traits, but all science traits are really good. Also quick learner, so a little bit cheaper to invest in. She's got a lot of traits, actually. And as long as Congo doesn't get hit by nukes, it's, you know, she'll be fine in terms of loyalty. So she's actually quite good. And she'll be command. A nice thing about having someone who's good at command, India has bad unrest problems right now. And it will have it for a while until we fix it. So having someone who might be able to push unrest back down, probably she might have a hard time doing it because it's a pretty large population, so there's a lot of defense. But I think she's actually a really good choice. Having a counselor with a lot of useful missions as well as a science trait is pretty difficult to come by. So I'm going to grab her when I get enough influence. I don't have enough right now.
I'm here.
So Franklin, let's
I will
push
tell
public
our
campaign.
story.
Standing by for
And
orders.
start building that spaceflight program. So we build boost. Valerie. Yeah, you got 18.5, but if your command is 8 instead of 1, you're going to have even much more respectable chance, especially once public opinion improves. I'll probably just have her like maybe stabilize over here.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
And again,
Standing
the
by for
Australian
orders.
vacation continues.
Evading pursuit.
Going off the grid.
I definitely don't want to waste influence now that I want to spend it on acquiring a
Commander, we appear to have an alien on the loose.
yeah, we do. Nothing really important for orgs right now. I'll just put something in and not research it. I'm going to push electromagnetism because that's the one I can most easily gain control of. This one's lost. This one I could try to grab, but Protectorate are really pushing it hard already, and it's going to be hard to grab it. And I want to control a global tech.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Good for you.
Violence is abating.
And yeah, we lost last
We're
point there, no
taking
problem.
over.
Wonderful.
Prepping for
We
the
took
next
the
mission.
last point in India. We're now 40 over, which is a huge penalty. So it's time to abandon Bangladesh. Oops. I'm just going to do economy, welfare, environment. That puts us back down to 203, so very close. And I want to grab that counselor. Where is he? Wait. I think he rolled off. You're kidding me. He rolled off. That's such bad luck. That is such bad luck. I didn't think they'd roll someone off when I had such a small pool. That's very disappointing. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't really have great options now. Yeah, criminal. It wouldn't be bad to pick up someone who has criminal. I can't afford it though. Slate science trade, so not terrible, but I already have plenty of people with persuasion. Yeah, I mean the chemist scientist isn't terrible, but probably the kingpin would be a better choice. Just it gives us someone who's good for persuasion, or sorry, good for espionage, for purges and assassinations and stealing projects and stuff. He's even actually decent at command too, so he can't stabilize, but oh well. Yeah, still disappointed I missed that. Okay, well in that case, I'm actually just going to not bother with the counselor because there's not much I can do with it.
Bringing them to our side.
Ready to go.
Acknowledged. We'll make things safe.
Ready for my mission. Hunkering down.
And I'm going to keep trying for India.
Evading pursuit.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Things are stabilizing.
We got our people in
And
place.
we got it. We have all 5 points. Let's advance to the next mission phase. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, we are way over our cap, we're losing influence. We're going to dump the other countries we needed in order to get take big swings at India. I'll just try and boost their economies a bit. And we're down to 210. And it will improve once I recruit someone, because I recruit, like, say, this kingpin, 6 admin, 4 command, that's 10, 5 persuasion, that's 15. So I get an extra 15 control point capacity. I'm well over my cap, so I'm good. I just gotta wait a turn or two before I have enough. I would have enough influence to recruit him. And nothing amazing for orgs, although a project wouldn't be terrible. Now that I've taken India, the first thing I would want to do is get public opinion on my side. It's going to help me with my cohesion. India's cohesion is pretty bad, so I need all the help I can get. In fact, I mean, I'm rivaled with China, which gives me additional cohesion, and might be worth rivaling and putting down a rivalry on someone else too. And since you're a 5 control point net country, like, you could rival like Russia. And Russia's small enough that it's not going to really hurt you much. if you're willing to pay the influence, and then you would get a little bit extra resting cohesion. Could also use wars, although there's not really great targets for India to declare war on. Like, you can declare war on Pakistan, but Pakistan has nuclear weapons, so winning a war against Pakistan is a little bit difficult. Longer term, once you've stabilized your public opinion, you need to kind of fix India. India's got fairly bad inequality, which is hurting your cohesion, -6 effectively. It's got such low GDP per capita that is really hurting your unrest. Like, we're losing 36% of our investment points because unrest is so high, and it's continuing, and it's going to get worse if we can't get cohesion or GDP higher. So unlike a lot of the regular starts, you're going to have to push GDP here. You just have to. You also need to push welfare. You could push government, but you probably don't want to do that. And you have limited IP to work with because of high unrest. So something like this, where you're pushing economy and welfare just to get higher GDP per capita to reduce unrest, better welfare to increase cohesion, which will reduce unrest. And you want to get at least 5 cohesion. That gets you an additional 2 unrest reductions. So you're down to 3.6. You get some more GDP per capita. You're going to get better IP. You're also going to get more unrest reduction, which will also get you more IP. India takes some time to fix. That's one of the reasons why it's relatively weaker. But that's how you would do it. And as you can see, I had to re-shift where I was going to my 4th choice down to Australia before I could eventually get in a country for boost. But you probably want a country, and you should have room for it, one country that is running spoils for money, a country to build boost in, because India doesn't start with much boost for you, and then a lot of effort fixing India, making sure it getting the inequality height better so that cohesion's better, getting the GDP per capita better, again, so that the unrest is better and you get more IP to work with. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little mini series on how to do an India opener. If you did, please comment, like, and or subscribe so that others could find this video too. And I will see you all next time.